Comes the summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. Comes the summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. Comes summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. Comes the summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. Comes the summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. The summer over the fields. All the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. Laughing, 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 laughing. Comes the summer over the fields. Over the fields comes the summer. Ha ha ha, laughing over the fields. And I'm going to play my heart recorder for you. And you can continue to move, dance, sit and listen, do whatever works for you.
Suan froze.
Welcome to summer solstice, everyone. We're here to celebrate the culmination of light in this beautiful time, and Stephanie is going to open the session with us with her beautiful information and field setting.
Thank you, Suan. It's so good to be here with everyone. I have some information to share about the energies, and then I'll see if anyone else has any information to share before I set the field. I shared a little bit last week, I think, about the galactic center, and of course, we reach into the center of the galaxy, which is what scientists call the galactic center, and pour down the chi there, that primordial source energy, the building blocks of all of creation and the essence of love that is within all of creation. And many other traditions also believe that source energy comes from the galactic center. Mayan traditions and others. And right now, the solar system, the way it's the way it is rotating around the galactic center, it's in like a very prime spot. If we were playing Monopoly, we would be on Boardwalk. This is like where we would want to be. It's the most directly aligned to the galactic center. And the last time we were in an alignment like this, there were dinosaurs on the earth. So think about the implications of that. I've been feeling into that a lot since I learned that fun fact. And to me, it says that the energy coming from the center is supporting us in transmuting everything that's in the shadows. Someone mentioned in yesterday's practice that the solstice energy feels heavy this year. That's not the solstice energy that's feeling heavy. The solstice energy is that light vibration that you may be able to feel. It resonates through our bones, our tissues, our whole chi field, and it stimulates our electrical system. It does more than we know. There's so little that we know about it, but we do know that various kinds of cosmic rays and gamma rays and infrared light are coming to the earth. And I feel like the earth is singing in response. And when we pay attention to that and what that can do for life here on earth, I think the implications are pretty stunning. To me, these few months, as we're so near the center and receiving these vibrations and these pure frequencies, the breathing in and working with the Huanyan Qi, everything is really getting upgraded. Our DNA, everything on the planet is getting upgraded. The food that we're going to be eating is going to be different than the food we used to eat. We will be different. So this is really a beautiful time for a new beginning. And it's not just what is happening in the news. That is happening. But there's also the opportunity to transform that with the energy and with collectively and consciously co-creating that with that energy and our chi field to bring this new earth into being. So I'll just stop there and see if anyone wants to share what they're feeling with this energy and the implications. Maybe you don't see it the way I do, as things are never going to be the same. They're only going to get better and better. But I welcome hearing from anyone. And you can just, Debbie.
Hello, hello. So I have to agree, so far the summer solstice has been great. And behind me, this is a photo of my friend's house. Not her house, but in her backyard. So we have a group, my daughter actually started. It's somewhat, I guess you could call it a political action group, but we're all very heart led. And so we just call it, our letter writing group and phone calling group. And so we've been meeting about once a month. And then we have like templates that we change a little bit, or we write on different issues, whatever the person wants. But so we start with food and drink, and, it's like a happy time. We don't talk about the other side of it, just what we can offer and bring to the field. So I've started to incorporate meditation in that and do like a group healing. And this was our setting Friday on the summer solstice. So we did it outside, and she has a beautiful pool and lives on the lake. And I mean, it was just the perfect setting. So it was the most powerful and the best session. And we even did it in the pool, which was kind of weird and amazing. And laughed a lot and had a great time. And then it was so much fun. We decided we'd write the letters during the week. So, but yes, and yesterday I had the best meditation. So far, yeah, I'm all on board with that summer solstice information. Thank you for sharing that. I can't believe the thing about the dinosaurs. It's amazing. Lovely.
Thank you, Debbie. How long?
Oh, wow.
La.
I'd like to share.
Please.
So, because of our practice, we continually, feel and learn about the continual transformation that's going on at every level, all around us, in the chi field, everywhere. And I think that when the Hunhua is not maybe something we're expecting or we can perceive as negative, we perceive change as loss. And I try very hard in my life not to perceive change as loss, because it is something that I think has a trap door in it. It's because it's that potential, is like, and that for me at this time, in our teachings, there's this moment in that transformation in which this time of the solstice is bringing all that potential together, right? Where the harmoniousness of what we do with our practice, harmonizing the energies, at that point of harmony is where I believe the transformation begins. And so we bring that to each other and to the whole field and to life and to the universe. But on a very personal level with this, yesterday when I was practicing, I when you say the galactic center, you mean the Milky Way galaxy, right? Okay. So I mean, I always, the Milky Way to me is like, I don't know, everything. It's so wonderful. It's such a gift in the sky, in the night, in the, every way. So I was practicing, and we all have some story of a medical thing maybe we're dealing with. But all of a sudden, when I was working with the spiral galaxy is like the symbol in a way of the Hunyuan Palace. And when we were working on that, all of a sudden I felt the Milky Way flowing like a river through my dantians, and like when you do a cleansing with a river, you lie with your head at the source, where the energy flows through and the water flows through. And it was that feeling. And I feel like, the way you're talking about this galactic, this power where we're aligned, because that had nothing to do with a conscious thought. It just like, boom, it was there in my body, and I felt it. So I want to thank you for this teaching today, because I hadn't put it together that way. That's why it's so wonderful when we do share. I mean, and this whole thing with everything going on around us, not, in that outer place where we like to think that we're helping heal, no matter what changes happen, that it's just change. It's transformation. And that's very important for our sanity and our well-being and our practice, I feel. And I'm so grateful that we'll be with Teacher Wei next week. It'll be so perfect. So thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Roseanne. Allah.
Allah.
Yeah, it's such a gift when we can feel the subtle energies. Anyone else like to share? Angie.
Thank you for that for that share. It brings me one that I had forgotten to honor how deeply it helped me yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days where if you weren't at all in Ming Shui, absolutely everything was going wrong. And even there, I mean, the garage door wouldn't open, with the cars in it, of course. And Bobby was just incredibly frustrated with what was going on in the world, with the condition of the grandkids, with not being able to focus and get her work done because all this stuff was pulling her off. And so as she was talking about it, I started doing the end sound inside to bring the opening Ming Shui energy to myself and to her. And I just felt like I kept running into a block and I didn't know where it was. But there's all this stuff going on. I mean, meanwhile, it's 85 degrees and whatever. And I felt inside of me Ming Shui saying, you know the other way to do this. So I went to Bobby's Native American, and before I ever learned Qigong, I would go to the Native American old grandmothers gathering energetically and ask them to call down energy and sing. I would sing and drum to them. So I thought, so I started singing the grandmother song inside of me. It was like sitting right next to Ming Shui and right next to Teacher Wei. And there were the old grandmothers. And the old grandmothers just kind of gave that wisdom of, okay, let her open, let her say what she has to say. And before we got done, our neighbor, who was a whiz at things like mowing lawns and getting garage doors open, came back, came over, called, rang the doorbell. And it was like, and I went and worked with him, and she started supper, and it was like the whole energy shifted. And the grandmothers and the galactic sun and teacher way and all of you could kind of, and it cooled off. So Nikki and I got to go for a walk. But it was so much a physical, tangible feeling of what life was like before I knew this. And then the reminder to do what had to walk the steps, and this incredible relief and energy relaxation. So I so appreciate all of you being here, and over and over and over again. And you may or may not feel it, but at times during the day when things aren't going well, or even if they are, sometimes I'll send energy out to one of you, and sometimes I will go to one of you and say, okay, I need some help here. And there you are. So thank you all so much. So glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Angie.
Wow.
Allah. Just keep coming home.
Yeah.
We lose ourselves and we come back home.
Yep. And for me, the message of keep knowing what I've known before. That my deep belief is that all of this is, it's everything. It's all interconnected. So ways we have to get in here when we need another way because of whatever, go back to what we know. Go back to the mindfulness, go back to the standard meditation, go back to yoga, go back to whatever you know and has helped you in that moment before. So, Allah.
Allah. Anyone else?
I'll say this has definitely been an amazing few days. Sunday, I was able to be with friends I haven't seen in years, and we had a music day all day, which was a perfect time to be doing that. A whole bunch of musicians together. And yesterday, and when I came home from that, it was like from 11 till 6 at night. And when I came home, I couldn't believe that I wasn't completely exhausted from it. There was a good kind of, feeling. But yesterday, when first of all, our practice yesterday morning was incredible with Liz. But I had to run errands, and it's a Monday, and of all things, I had to go to Costco and Trader Joe's. If you guys know probably about that. And talk about synchronicity. I got to the Costco, and I was able to drive right up to the gas pump. And I recognized everything that was happening. And when I went to go into the store, I got a parking place in the shade right near the entrance. And I'm just noting all of this happening. Things just were going it was very much synchronicity. I get into the store and it's swarming with people. But what happened for me was, it was like a dance of weaving the carts in between each other and being polite to each other. And that's the other thing that I noticed was the feeling that I had that might normally have been, oh my gosh, I have to get out of here. This is so agitating. But rather, I couldn't find everything I needed, but every little piece, I was fine. And when I saw long lines at the checkout, there were no lines at the self-check. So just noticing the different things that were happening when I got over to the Trader Joe's, I got a parking place in the shade right near the door. And again, the store was swamped with people and the lines were long. But really, where I'm going with this is there was just a calm. I don't know if I was really in Ming-Shui state completely, but there was certainly that experience of everything's fine. You don't have to rush home. Maybe you can't go to the movie that you were going to go to or whatever you were going to do at home. It doesn't matter. Just be in the moment and be with everyone and weave through however the day is going. So I just feel like more and more, I'm sure that is partly the solstice energy, that things are changing and things are moving and I'm changing. And it may be little baby steps, and it is little baby steps, but it is happening. And whatever challenging things come up, because those certainly happen too, and sometimes fear and sometimes, anger or whatever. All of that's part of it. I think something came up yesterday about Regina was talking about, and Liz, about the whole acceptance aspect of all of this, which I'm so grateful for right now, because it's also about accepting however we feel and not judging if we don't feel in Ming-Shui state all the time and not having a judgment about that. And I'm one of those people that does that very readily. I'm okay, and it's okay if I feel this way. Just accept it all. So again, I'm very grateful for all of us collectively practicing. I try to be with everyone every day because it helps me so much to be in the collective. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Hella. I'm going to read something that I wrote. I haven't written anything like this in a long time, but it felt very appropriate for now. And then I'll take us into the chi field. It's called We Are the Threshold. There is a stillness beneath the storm, a voice beneath the noise, and it is calling, not for answers, but for embodiment, not for more doing, but for deeper being. This moment is not asking us to rush, to fix, to force. It is asking us to remember that we are not separate from the aching world. We are central to its awakening. When the world trembles, so do we, but not out of fear, out of attunement, because we are not just watching the old fall, we are midwifing the new. So breathe, not to escape, but to anchor. Stand to embody a different way. Speak, not to argue, but to resonate. This is a time for sacred clarity, for heartfelt strength, for coherence that ripples out. Let your tenderness become your courage. Let your presence become your response. Let your wholeness become your act of defiance against a world built on fracture. We do not need more warriors of war. We need warriors of wisdom, the ones who can hold grief in one hand and possibility in the other, the ones who know that stillness is not surrender and action is not always loud. So ask not, what's the right side? Ask instead, what does love require of me now? Let your life whisper the answer. Let's just take that in. Feel the possibility and the potential when we stay in our hearts, when we come into Ming-Shui, and allow Ming-Shui now to settle into Shenji Palace and glow, sending out that love light throughout Senji Palace, throughout the brain and the head and all the sensory organs that are there. Relax, release, and merge with the purest, finest Huanyan Qi, the energy from the center of the Milky Way that's spiraling to us and through us. Feel it moving down through your neck and your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Relax and merge. Feel Meng Shui love light moving into your heart and your lungs. To immediately begin spreading it throughout all of your body. Moving into Huanyan Palace and into all the organs, balancing, harmonizing. Moving down into Lower Dantian, Mingmen Palace. Down through your legs, your feet, your whole body and skeleton. Receive the nourishment. Relax and release. Merge. Feel your spine, your central nervous system, your endocrine system, all your systems harmonizing. With the purest, finest Huanyan Qi. Merging, transforming, purifying as we connect to the pure awakened consciousness field, the potential, the possibility, the sages of the ages. The beings of love and light and wisdom. We are one. We are Meng Shui love. We are Meng Shui peace. We are Meng Shui gratitude, happiness, and acceptance. Paula.
We are Mingjue peace. We are Mingjue acceptance. We are Mingjue happiness, love and gratitude. Please sing this beautiful lullaby of Mingjue mantra with me. I've added in acceptance into this mantra. We are Mingjue peace. We are Mingjue acceptance. We are Mingjue happiness, love and gratitude. We are Mingjue peace. We are Mingjue acceptance. We are Mingjue happiness, love and gratitude. We are loved. We are safe, held in the arms of the universe. We are loved. We are safe, held in the arms of the universe. We are loved. We are safe, held in the arms of Mingjue love. We are loved. We are safe, held in the arms of Mingjue love. Shoo, 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 shoo. Mm-hmm. 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 This year we've been focusing on the beautiful book written by Dr. Pong, and through Teacher Wei we've been receiving all of the teachings of the masters of illumination, the masters of enlightenment. And so I'd like us to sing together in honor of all of this good information and healing we're receiving through this transmission of Dr. Pong's book through Teacher Wei. The Heart Sutra mantra. I'm going to share the screen and I'll just put the words up for you and we'll sing this together. Let me just share the screen. So this mantra originates from all the Buddhas of the 3 ages, past, present, and future, who rely on the perfection of wisdom to reach complete enlightenment. This is the mantra of this journey to complete enlightenment. So this is the perfection of the wisdom condensed into the ending of the sutra, the mantra, gate, gate. Gate, gate, translate as gone, gone. Paragate, gone beyond. Parasamgate, gone beyond the beyond. Bodhi, awakening enlightenment, and svaha, so be it. Gone, gone, everyone gone to the shore of awakening enlightenment, so be it. And that's where we are. I feel it continuously, that we're continuously ascending this ladder through all the layers of enlightenment to the pure, clear Mingjue entirety and complete enlightenment. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. This is a dance of universal peace, so I'm going to show you the movements. We'll sing and do the movements, and I'll add the monochord back in. Symbolic of the heart. The string instruments are the instruments of the heart, and 23 strings, and there's 25 of us, aligning our baby hearts, all vibrating together as these strings vibrating together in unison as one. So the first two words, we're opening the gates, the gate, to the beyond. Gate, gate, paragate, opening the baby heart. Gate, gate, paragate. And then we share it with each other in the world. Parasamgate, bodhisvaha. And we bow to the beyond in each of us, beyond our reference framework, into pure Mingjue love, peace, acceptance, happiness, joy, trust, wonder, wisdom. So we'll do those motions once more without the monochord, and then I'll add it in. Gate, gate, paragate, and then turning and spreading it through our galaxy and the universe. Parasamgate, bodhisvaha. We bow to the sacred in each of us. Together, singing, dancing, and taking in the high frequencies of the Heart Sutra. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, remaining in this beautiful state of Mingjue entirety. I'm going to briefly summarize some of the origins and traditions of the solstice. It's the celebration of the culmination of light, longest day of the year. In many ancient European Neolithic cultures, it was celebrated with bonfires, feasting, and dancing to boost the sun's energy for fertility of the land and abundant crops. Neolithic stone circles like Stonehenge were built to frame the sun exactly at sunrise on the summer solstice. It's believed that this was a way they may have tracked time. It's not documented, and possibly maybe to track the agricultural cycles. It's also known as a festival of joy and celebration with music, so appropriate that it was shared about the making of music, Linda, with her friends, and how it actually bolstered her energy rather than draining her. This is the gift of the summer solstice and the music. And actually on July 21st of 1982, Make Music Day was born. The Fête de la Musique, or Fête de la Musique, was introduced in France to promote music making in the streets on the summer solstice by both professional and amateur musicians. I was introduced to that in 2003 when I went to France for shamanic training in the mountains, the foothills of the Alps, and we went down into Nice for that day, and we spent the day making music with musicians all over the city, and it was just glorious. It was incredible, and it's come to this country. You can find it online everywhere, and in many communities all over the country. So the subtle body that we're accessing in this powerful summer solstice is the seventh layer of the subtle bodies, the atomic body. And we've been talking about rebirth. Stephanie talked about the rebirth, and this is where, in this particular energy layer of our Mingjue consciousness, pure, clear consciousness, is where the rebirth can be completed. And Teacher Wei and the ancient Chinese masters of enlightenment talked about this, that it frees the human up for the rest of the lifetime to be devoted and live to realizing the soul's purpose, living in Mingjue entirety and free to fulfill your destiny, your blueprint, your oneness with everything, everywhere, to be in service to the transformation and evolution of humanity, moving through all the layers of enlightenment into full enlightenment. So we're going to use the sacred tree, the solstice, as a tool to go to deeper levels of Mingjue entirety. So the small red maples high in the mountains, such as the red cutleaf Japanese maple and the bloodwood Japanese maple, which is shown in the photo here, this is the sacred tree. So appropriate. I'm going to show you the next slide because this is a close-up of the detail of these leaves, and it reminds me, it just makes me feel the heart, all the passageways of the energy and the blood and the chi and the blood flowing in the heart and the whole system. And this feels very much like that energy. And it also is like the roots of the color red in the deep clay earth to me. And the song of the maple tree is a song of your soul. And the Druid said it must be deeply rooted and originate from the lower Dantian. So this tree brings the power of the heart fire to the lower Dantian to merge with the kidneys and the innate Qi. This helps us to root and build the Qi in the kidneys and Mingmen inner palace, which we've been doing, especially in our Module 4 practice of bringing the energy through the 4 energy palaces, which Stephanie did so beautifully for us. So we're going to actually take some time to open the lower Dantian to feel this energy in the lower Dantian. And I'm going to use Heng Ha for this. And I'm going to go out of the screen share so I can see everyone and we can see each other and be with each other in this Heng Ha. And really take it down deep into the lower Dantian, into your solar plexus and the Hunyuan palace and into Mingmen inner palace. And I have a little bit of a treat to bring in with this Heng Ha that I'm going to play once we get it going. So remembering that we let go in the Heng and really make a sharp Heng Ha, and feel the uplifting and the gathering in. Heng Ha, really let it go. I will ask you to unmute so we can have this all together. It doesn't matter if we're synchronized in Zoom or not, but I just want our voices to be unified as one. Heng Ha,
Ha!
Heng
Hey!
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 Ha, Heng
Hey!
Ha,
Ha!
Heng
Hey!
Ha. Now add ha 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 and begin the laughter deep in the belly. Heng
Hey!
ha ha ha. Heng
Hey!
ha ha ha. Heng ha 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 ha. Heng ha 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 ha. Heng ha.
Hey!
Heng
Hey!
and pouring down the chi, feeling the vibration of the earth gong, the chi activated, full of life force energy of the innate chi awakening. The Jing Qi awakens in the lower Dantian. And we feel it flowing through all of our energy centers, through Shenji Palace, through the baby heart, awakened, through Hunyuan Palace, harmonizing all the emotions and the Qi of all the 5 organs, flowing through Mingmen Inner Palace, Jing Qi, innate Qi, awakened, and bubbling and swirling and spiraling through the tailbone, Hui Yin, through the legs, and bubbling springs in the feet, deep into the earth. feeling the roots, the tap roots on the breath flowing deep into the earth. Feel the warmth of the yang energy coming from the source in the galaxy, which is sourced through the gamma point of the universe. And we'll come back to the star, the sacred star. We're going to pair the tree with a star and energetically. I'm going to bring that up on the screen. So the sacred star. Let me know that you can see it, see the image. Do a
We can.
Okay, great. So Sirius, this beautiful image of Sirius was taken with the Hubble telescope. So it's an actual, it's a real, it's not a illustration by an artist. It's the real photo that's been magnified slightly. I don't know if you can see my little cursor, my little arrow, but here is Sirius, and down here is Sirius B, a little tiny sun that revolves around they revolve around each other. It's a mirror of the big Sirius. It's a brilliant white star. It's the most prominent and brightest star in the sky, in the summer sky. And it's said that Sirius is the one who shows the way, who illuminates the inner being and burns bright, bringing light deep inside to the dark places. And Stephanie was so beautifully talked about that with the galactic energies that are coming in right now. So I had the experience the other day in practice that those galactic energies and the universe energies, which is what we're working with Teacher Wei, the highest frequency of illumination and enlightenment embodied there, and that Sirius is a guide, it's a partner, it's a way, a tool for us to use to help us deepen our experience of the light within, and the light dissipating the darkness. And you can see that in this photo. It's got rings. There are rings of light that are radiating out from this very focused, very condensed chi. And that's what we're bringing into our bodies, into the central column, into the kidneys, into Mingmen Inner Palace, into the heart, into all these centers. So we're going to take a moment to experience this brilliant light deep inside Shenji Palace, down through the centers for a moment. And then we'll go into another practice where we're going to merge Sirius with the maple tree, the heart with the kidneys, and work with the transformation of fire and water. I'm going to leave this up for just a moment and just soft eyes, take it in. And as you close your eyes, I'm going to release this screen share so that we can go deep inside. Feeling the breath rising and falling gently. Feeling the breath from the tip of the nose flowing through yin tongue, deep into Shenji. Flowing back to the pineal gland, which is the gland of the summer solstice that brings in intuition, seeing beyond the appearances of this physical world, taking us into extraordinary places and dimensions of light. And on the next in-breath, gathering in this beautiful white light that comes to us from the source points in our galaxy and the universe through Sirius. Breathe it in deep into Shenji Palace, lighting up the pineal gland. You might liken it to Sirius B, that little sun that's being illuminated by the great sun and the sun of our solar system. Breathe that deep into Shenji Palace. Mingjue merges with the light of Sirius and the galactic energies. Mingjue is this light, this love light vibration, and Sirius and the galactic energies are Mingjue, are in Mingjue. There's no separation. We are one with this, merging, feeling the radiance beaming out into the universe, and the universe mirroring it back directly into the center of the mind, spirit, Shenji Palace. And this brilliant, focused Qi expands and flows into all of the sensory organs, eyes, ears, mouth, nose. Shi, and the flow continues to radiate through the neck, through the central column and the central nervous system, lighting up, radiant, deep peace, love, happiness, and gratitude flow into the baby heart and the lungs, illuminating this deep center of the fire of our being, this gentle, beautiful fire. We're in a Yinwood year of gentle fire. It's a beautiful, perfect fire that flows down into Hunyuan Palace. Illuminating all the 5 organ systems, balancing, stabilizing, and harmonizing all of the emotions. A choir of harmony flowing in every organ, in every cell, every adamantine particle down to the smallest quantum particle. And this very fine, high frequency qi continues its flow into the kidneys through Mingmen and Du Qi, deep into Mingmen inner palace, between the gate of life and destiny and the spirit gate. On the breath. Deep inside. And we'll take it on the wings of Hang Ha, specifically deeper into the kidney sounds, breaking up any stagnation or blockages, any fear, the icy fear being broken up and dissolved with the first sound, which is explosive, as in Hang Ha. And please join me with this sound at your own pace. Breathing in deeply, it sounds like this. Open the throat. Let it out. Surrender. Feel the vibration in the perineum, in the Huiyin, in the belly. And one last sound. Feel the free flow of qi in the kidneys, in the bladder, in the reproductive system, the bones and the bone marrow, the endocrine system, the immune system, the central nervous system, all deeply connected with the kidneys. Feel this water flowing. The second sound for the emotional bodies. The fear being transformed into love, into wisdom and creativity. This is what the wisdom is that they speak of in the Heart Sutra. The wisdom of the heart, connecting with the wisdom of the kidneys. We're going to go from the E sound to the U sound. We're going to have a journey through all the layers of qi that are embodied in the kidneys. And the E sound, we can come into it with a big inner smile and bring the lips and the corners of the mouth back for this E sound. This is leads into overtone singing, which takes you through all the layers, pierces through, and goes beyond the beyond. As we relax those corners of our mouth and go towards the oo sound, the lips come forward as far as they can and opening the space inside the mouth. And I'll demonstrate this for you. I'll bring the view into speaker. So I'm going to come closer so you can see what's happening with my mouth. And I would love it if you would unmute yourself, and we will make this sound together as we pierce and flow through all the layers of any blockages and stagnation in the kidneys that are related to fear into illumination of love, wisdom, and creativity. Deep breath in. One last sound together. Feel the flow of the chi. And now we connect this free flowing energy through the central column, through the heart, through the Hunyuan Palace, through the baby heart, through Shenji Palace, into the universe through Byway, allowing the water and the fire to mingle and merge, creating warm mists that we will circulate through shoulder rolls and through big circulation. So we can stand for this sound so we go right into the movement, or you can sit and you can still stay seated for this. The sound is ying, and we end with an NG and close the lips as if we're in the N sound. And feeling this vibration through the whole central column, opening the back of the throat to allow the space like a cave to resonate through the entire spine and central nervous system, from kidneys through heart to the universe. Ying. 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 And now on the in-breath, circulating these warm mists created with the merging of the heart and the kidneys, breathing in, drawing them up, circulating them down, cascading down into Mingmen and Mingmen Inner Palace, nourishing all the energy centers, breathing in at your own pace and out, breathing in these warm mists, drawing them up through the entirety of the body, Mingjue, observing these warm mists flowing everywhere, nourishing, revitalizing, purifying. And rolling the shoulders in the other direction, up the back and down the front. And bringing the shoulder rolls to stillness, but not stillness, feeling the aliveness of the chi deep inside, radiating and merging outward with the universe, and feeling that chi beaming in through every pore in our skin, illuminating all the layers back to the central column and our central nervous system. Allow the arms to flow up, gathering the earth chi, merging with the heavenly chi of the universe. Feet step on chi, coming together, feeling this powerful central column. Feeling the roots deep in the earth from the Japanese maple. Feeling the heart rooted with the earth and ascending through the central column to touch serious, powerful yang chi, and pouring it down. Feel it coming through the fingertips and the palms and the arms, flowing through the top of the head and cascading all around the body. Illuminating Shenji Palace. Opening the neck, illuminating the neck and the shoulders and the arms, gathering this brilliant yang chi into the heart fire of the solstice. The chi flowing, Mingjue observing this powerful chi merging and harmonizing with all the 5 organs and the emotions, flowing deep into the kidneys and Mingmen inner palace, all the chi centers flowing down, merging, flowing continuously through Huiyin, tailbone, legs, allowing the head and the neck to follow down this stream of pure, clear Mingjue consciousness, entirety of Mingjue flowing down through glowing springs into the earth, deep down into the magma, the core of Mother Earth's heart, drawing the energy from that deep place, connecting our heart with the earth heart and the heart of the heavens. That's the message of the summer solstice as we draw it up, aligning, realigning, pure, clear, flowing chi back to the universe, gathering from the gamma ray and the galactic energies through Sirius, pouring down through byway, cascading around a waterfall of brilliant white light chi, radiating in all directions through all the spaces of the central column. Feel it coming through and merging all of them in the lower dantian, through Huiyin and the legs, All the spaces in the legs amplified, radiant with this chi. Down, deep into the core of Mother Earth, gathering from her heart fires, abundant chi, the yin of the earth, rising up to meet with the yang of the universe. Feel the clarity of Ming-Jue, the deep listening of Ming-Jue. And this time, remain standing as you pour through Shenji Palace. Neck, baby heart, solar plexus in Hunyuan Palace, all merging in Mingmen Inner Palace and gathering along the horizon, fingertips touching the pure, clear, original Hunyuan Qi of the universe, gathering it in to merge with the innate Qi of the kidneys and Mingmen Inner Palace, the Jing. Qi and Shen merge. And taking this into seated or lying down, any position to receive the sounds of the summer solstice, two powerful ragas, Bhupali, and which means heroic, the courage of the baby heart, merged with Mega, Shanta, peace, the peace in the yin, the peace of the kidneys in the yin element. Observes the breath rising and falling gently. The qi in the blood is flowing freely and abundantly. The warm mists are nourishing every cell. And feeling the nervous system breathing deeply, opening and closing. Feeling the limbs, the arms and the legs down to the toes and the fingers illuminated and spontaneous movement emerging, coming back into this body in pure Ming Shui, allowing the body to move in the ways it needs to move, to come back and open all of this and more into your daily life. How la. How la. Thank you all for sharing this beautiful field. It's so precious, profound, and special to be here with you. Merged as one. Taking everybody in, feeling our pure baby hearts so illuminated, free. Mm. Thank you, Stephanie, for partnering with me and collaborating. It's such a joy. Thank you all for this deep collaboration.
Thank you for a beautiful practice. Thank you, everyone, too, for the harmony.
Thank you.
Mm.
When you want to talk.
Han Yuan Ling Tong.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.